Got another email. This kid says, I'm a basketball player from NYC. Today I played at a gym called Gauchos. My team was blown out by 35 against a more physical, faster, and better endured team. I'm reaching out because I've seen your TikTok and it's very helpful in terms of knowledge. I'm willing to put in the work because I really want to be good. Do you have any physical advice I could do to score more and overall become a greater threat? I'm 16, 5'9". Please reach out when you can. I can't stress how frustration I am. Okay, well, for one, that frustration level, you got to channel it the right way. Frustration is good when you're not playing well or when you're not getting the outcome that you want, but, it can't be frustrated in panic. It can't be frustration in pouting and just, being soft. That frustration has to be channeled into work. It got to be channeled into practice. So every time you show up to your practices, your preseason stuff, whatever you have in your team format, that frustration has to be in you and you're ready to come prove something, right? You're not ready to cry or pout about anything. You're ready to prove. You're ready to put that frustration into action. You're ready to show how frustrated you are with a sense of urgency. And so again, a 5'9", 16-year-old, you're a little guy for the most part, not teeny for high school, but you're a little guy. So you got to be super energetic. You got to be super physical as much as you can. You have to have a whole lot of intangibles, meaning talking on defense, just the will to win, getting after any loose basketballs, keeping your eyes up, sprinting the ball up the floor every chance you get on fast breaks, like stuff like that. That's how you're going to be able to let your size not affect you, because it's going to affect you in other parts, but that stuff will make up for what you lack in size. And as far as being able to score the ball more and overall a greater threat, like, again, when you're that little, you have to be able to shoot the basketball. If you can't shoot it, if you can't shoot the three, if you can't shoot a long three, if you can't shoot off the dribble, of course, catch and shoot at a decent percentage, a decent level, let's say, like, can you go off for 6 threes in a game, 5 3-pointers in a game? If you can't do that, it's going to be hard for you to be a real threat, because when you're that little, everything is going to be tough that's around, in and around the paint, in and around the rim, just from people just being in there. It's going to be tough for you, and being able to jump too. If you're that little and can't jump, if you don't dunk the ball, if you don't get close to dunking the ball, it's going to be very hard for you to finish in the paint. So floaters, you got to get a floater game, a strong floater game. Work on your floaters, grip the ball, extend your arm and open your hand up. Grip, extend, open. That's a way that we teach it. You could look up, you say you see our stuff on TikTok, you could look up some of the videos we have on our YouTube page to show you how to do that. But you need to be efficient in floaters, and you need to figure out how to shoot that ball. If you are a bad shooter, a flat out bad shooter, put a ton of reps in as much as you can, but focus more on these other things: handling the basketball, keeping your eyes up, understanding how to make reads, and getting floaters off and in the basket at a high level. That's what you're going to have to do. And of course, everything helps. Handling the basketball is the number one thing, that you can't even get shots off unless you can handle it. But let's say you're very average at handling. Let's say you're very average at shooting. You need to do all of those other things that I mentioned, those hustle things that make up for that stuff. And then every chance you get those shots off, get to the paint, get to the rim on fast breaks where you do have some open layups, and put a ridiculous amount of work in, man, in your off time. That frustration that you have has to put a chip on your shoulder when you show up to the gym and when you go to your own workouts.